Hello, Human Scream Gamer here, and welcome to episode 10 of Overwatch. So today, it's not going to be a regular Overwatch video. I'm actually going to be showing you guys the top 13 best Overwatch characters. And I don't know why you're thinking 13 instead of 10, because I don't want to do 10, that's what most people do. I'm 13 because I'm 13, and 3 more than 10, and 3 is my favorite number. So, and by the way, this isn't my opinion of the top 13, it's just, I have a big list of all the names of all the characters in Overwatch, and every time I see a certain character get to play the game, I put a little tally mark next to that, and the characters that have the most tally marks are the ones that are higher on the list. Don't get mad at me about who's number 1 on the list. Number 13, Tracer. This list is my opinion. Tracer would be number 1 on this list, but she's not. She's number 13. Anyways, so her primary weapons are 2 dual-wheel laser blaster guns that could fire 40 rounds at a time, or 40 bullets at a time, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Her ultimate isn't that good, but it makes up for what she can do. Her ultimate is a bomb. She just pretty much throws a bomb at somebody, it's kind of like Junkrat's bomb, except she has to wait a long time to use it. But she's like super fast. She travels through time. So you could shoot somebody, it's kind of like an enemy. You could shoot somebody, teleport, shoot them, they're confused, like, where'd they go? And then you could just keep doing that and just like spin around them and stuff, and then they won't even see you. It's pretty easy to kill somebody as Tracer. That's why she's one of my favorites. Also, you know, if you're in a bad situation and you ran out of your boost thing, you could go back in time if you're like about to die, if there's like a bunch of explosions going on, or if a Pharaoh that's about to shoot a missile at you or something, you could just press R1 and you could just travel back in time to where you were a few seconds ago. Number 12, Mia, the coolest defense hero. Cool. Anyways, her primary weapon is a gun that can like shoot ice at people. If you press R2, it shoots like a spray that can freeze you. But if you shoot with L2, it like puts an ice spike straight into their head, so you could freeze them and then shoot them with an ice spike, and they can't do anything. Her ultimate is a blizzard. She has a little robot friend that she hangs out with, and she can throw him. I'm not sure what gender the robot is. Throw him or her, and then the robot like goes in the sky kinda, or just a few feet up above the ground, and like freezes everybody within a short range. So then they're all vulnerable for like a few seconds to just be killed. Also, she's low on damage. She can make herself a little ice type of cocoon type of thing, where she could heal herself for a few seconds. And if this is a bastion that pops out and is about to kill you, you could put an ice wall up, and then when the ice wall is up, you could run away, and the bastion will be like, hey, where'd she go? I thought she was behind the wall. Number 11, Mercy. Now, Mercy has this big staff that could either heal your friends, or it could increase their damage. And let's say all your friends are gone, and it's just you and somebody on the other team. You could also switch to a little mini gun that shoots little yellow balls at people. That it could actually kill a few people with that. So, also her ultimate, I would not trust this lady in a graveyard. She brings people back to life, which is pretty cool. It's like raising the dead. And let's say you're like far away from somebody that's about to die and they're at low health. Press L1, you can go flying straight toward your friends. Also, she's falling off a cliff. She has a little bit of time to maybe fly to one of her friends if one of her friends are close by, because she falls very slowly. Number 10, Sarah, person that I think has the coolest weapon in the game. She has a rocket launcher. It's like nothing else to it. She just shoots people with a rocket launcher, has 6 missiles in it at a time. Her ultimate is that she could fly up into the air, press triangle for the ultimate, and can just rain missiles on people. As she says, justice rains from above. Like I said, she can jump up really fast, so if you're getting shot, you could just press L1 and you go flying into the air like 100 feet. It's so cool. Also, she has a thing so that if you're on defense and there's a bunch of people, or offense, and there's a bunch of people on the payload or the little square they have to get to, you press R1 while aiming at it, and it'll just make everybody go flying off of it. And if you're holding X, she like glides down. She doesn't really fall, but you can make her glide because she has like a rocket boost type of thing in her, which is pretty cool. Number 9, Torbjorn. Like pretty much a miniature version of PewDiePie. He has a little gun that can just shoot regular bullets, just like any regular gun. He also has a hammer. I'm pretty sure the hammer also does damage to people, but it's mainly for healing his turrets. Which yeah, he can put his turrets down. Which if any of you play Overwatch, you would know that his turrets can be pretty annoying. And so if you damage his turrets, you can go up to them with the hammer, and you can just hit them. I don't know why hitting them would make their health increase, but for some reason it does. His ultimate is a molten core, which makes his gun damage go up, and his turrets go up, and his turret's health go up. I'm pretty sure it makes his own health go up too. So it just makes him like really OP for a few seconds. It's pretty cool. He can go up if he kills somebody, or if just as anybody on the other team dies, he can go up to them. They drop some scrap. You can get the scrap, make it into armor, and you can give the armor to his friends to, you know, help him out. But most people don't even do that. Most people just sit there behind the turret, whacking it with the hammer the whole round. Number 8, McCree, the cyborg cowboy. Now, just like every cowboy has, he has his good old revolver that he has pretty good aim with too. Especially with his ultimate. His ultimate is where he could shoot multiple bullets at the same time, but just only headshots, just straight. He could shoot 3 headshots at the same time. It's really cool, or even more if there's more people. He also, if he's getting shot at, he can do a little roll so that he could roll out of danger, and he could flashbang. So he throws a little thing at you that makes you like vulnerable, and you can't move for like a whole second, and then he could just press L2, and he could just like spray bullets into you while you're sitting there for a second, and it's the best way to kill somebody at McCree. Number 7, Soldier 76. Now he's a basic soldier. He's looking like a little more than just a basic soldier. I mean, he does have a basic weapon, but his ultimate is pretty cool because his ultimate that aims for you. So you can just sit there and fire, and you're looking in the direction at your enemies, then it just aims for you, as long as you don't get killed while it's happening. Also, he can sprint, so he's pretty fast. He can get to the map. He can get around the map really fast. And let's say he gets that low health. Let's say a Bastion just like shot him half to death, and somebody else came and killed Bastion for him. He could drop a thing. He could drop a thing so that in a certain area, he could heal. He could heal himself and his players. I'm not sure why he's not a healer, because I mean, he does more healing than Symmetra. Anyways, he also has a thing where he could shoot like 3 rockets at people, which is pretty cool, but that's one of the things you have to wait for. It's not his regular weapon. Number 6, Hanzo. He's a basic ninja, you know, he has a bow. It's pretty cool. I think he's the best sniper in the game with his bow, because you get a lot of headshots with that thing. He also has, his ultimate is he could fire dragons at people, just 2 dragons. And it just keeps going in one direction, and anybody who gets in the way of that dragon loses a lot of damage really fast. Also, if you press L1 before you shoot your bow, if you shoot it at the feet of your enemies, it'll scatter up to them, and then you could just pretty much be a one-hit kill unless it's a headshot. And if you press R1 and you shoot it at a wall or something, it lets you know if there's people behind that wall, which is pretty cool. If you press X, you can wall climb, so you can get to high places to get those headshots. Number 5, Genji, the brother of Hanzo. And check this guy, instead of just like McCree was a cyborg cowboy, this guy is a cyborg ninja, which is really cool. So he can throw some shurikens at you. He either throws 3 at a time in one direction, or 3 in 3 different directions. So you could either be shooting at one person or a whole group. He also has his ultimate, is he takes out a big sword and just slices up people, which is really fun to do. And there's this thing that you can do as Genji that's really annoying to Bastions. If you're going in front of them, you can just press R1 and it deflects everything. So if he's shooting at you, then everything that he's shooting at you goes straight back to him. so it just damage. You can kill somebody like that. He also has a swift strike, so he can like it's kind of like sprint, like a really quick sprint. Although you do damage to them, so you can like sprint through them kind of. And just like his brother, he could wall climb. Number 4, Junkrat. This is the most craziest guy in this game. He has a gun that is it's a frag launcher, so he like shoots kind of grenades, except they can bounce off stuff before they explode. And if you, let's say you shoot it right at somebody, it doesn't have to bounce off of a person, it just has to bounce off an object. But if it hits a person before it bounces, it'll just explode right in their face. His ultimate is like my second favorite ultimate. Hans's ultimate is probably my favorite. His ultimate is he has a wheel, so he can like control a wheel and then drive it into people and then make it explode. So he pretty much has a little train creeper or something. Also, he can throw, like I said before, he can throw a bomb just straight at people, or just throw it on the ground, wait till somebody walks over and then set it off. And he also has steel traps that can just, if somebody walks onto the steel trap, they're sitting there for a few seconds vulnerable to being killed, and they can't move. The thing I like to do is I throw a steel trap down, I throw a bomb on somebody. It tells you when the steel trap is triggered, so I throw the bomb onto the steel trap, and whenever it says it's triggered, I detonate the bomb, and they go boom. Also, if somebody kills you, and they happen to be walking over you when you die, they will explode because a bunch of grenades fall from your waist as soon as you die. So it's a good way that you can kill people even when you're dead. Number 3, Reaper, the most scariest guy left on here. Now, just like Tracer has 2 dual wield guns, except his are bigger. It's kind of like mini shotguns. So he's better at close range. You just go up to somebody, you keep firing right in their face. It only takes about 3 to 4 shots, depending on how much health they have. His ultimate is like my 3rd favorite ultimate. It's one of my favorites. There's a Death Blossom, where you pretty much, let's say there's like a whole bunch of people on the payload or on the objective. You just go into them. You can't really let them know you're there until he starts the thing. So you start your ultimate. And then you just press triangle, and everybody around you will start losing health really fast in a certain area. Also, if you're getting shot, like let's say you're getting shot, and then you're about to die, you could just press L1, and you could like turn into like a ghost kinda. You could just like float away, but while no damage can be done to you. Or you could just teleport away with R1, which is pretty cool, although that takes a few seconds, and it can still hit you while you're teleporting. And if you kill somebody, you could heal, because you could take their soul, eat it, and then you just heal. It's really cool. Number 2, Diva, my favorite tank hero in the game. So basically, she's a gamer girl, but she is in a big mech, so she's like in war. But to her, it's just like playing a video game. And she has 2 ultimates actually. One as being in the mech, and the second one as being just like walking around as a regular human. The first one, if you're in a mech, your mech can self-destruct and be like a nuke. So anybody within like a long range kind of thing will die if they're not hiding behind something. So you can just go into the middle of a group, set it off, and everybody will die. Or if let's say you already did that, where somebody already shot your mech, and so your mech dies, and then you just pop out and you're just running around with a little pistol. If you kill enough people, or if you wait a long enough time, you can call your mech back, which is really cool. And your mech, it can fly into the air, so it can like fly over stuff, only for a short amount of time. And it has a shield, kinda. So if you press L2, it kinda has a shield in front of it, so anybody hitting you from in front of you can't do any damage for a short period of time. And number 1, Bastion. The guy that everybody has gotten killed by multiple times. He has a big machine gun. Well, originally he's just a regular robot, and he could press L1. He can turn into a turret. Turn himself. He himself is a turret that can shoot a machine gun. And basically, if he sees you, it takes like just a second or maybe 2 seconds for him to kill you with the machine gun, which is really cool. Although he can't move at all when he's using it. But when he is moving, he can have a different gun. It's not as powerful. It can still kill you though. His ultimate is this is why I don't get he's not a tank hero. His ultimate, he literally turns into a tank. Yes, he turns into a tank and he goes around and he can fire cannons at people's faces. And it can be like a one-hit kill unless you're like a tank hero and you have a lot of health. And if he's at low health, he could just press R1 and repair himself, either as walking around or as turret. Okay, well that's gonna be it for this video. Was any of your favorite characters on here? Tell me if there were, because these are basically just the characters that you can get to play. That's the easiest to get to play as the game as. Not really the top best characters, but just I guess the easiest characters. I guess. But I'll just call it the best because I think they're the best. So anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. Tell Hobo Joe about it. And if I randomly day. Bye.